Hello. My name is Katerina. I am a big fan of film, cinema, and I collect a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays and things like that, and things related to film. So today I wanted to show you my criterion collection, my personal criterion collection, so far, as of right now. I'm going to start with one of my first purchases, which is this. This is A Woman is a Woman by Jean-Luc Godard, and the French name is Une Femme est une Femme. This is technically out of print. It is a DVD that they do not make anymore. They do not sell this anymore. I had to find it on eBay. But this is one of my favorite films in general. It's my favorite Anna Karina film. It's my favorite Godard film so far. I haven't seen all of his work, but of the films I have seen, this one's my favorite. So this one was really important for me to find any kind of physical copy of, and so this is the out of print DVD from the Criterion collection. I hope that they make a new version of it soon, something like that. A reprint or restoration, maybe like a 4K Blu-ray, something like that. That would be cool. Not just for me, but then I think more people would be able to see this film. Because they wouldn't have to search for it on eBay to find the copy of it. And this is a Region 1 DVD, I think, as well. But I have a multi-region player, so it's okay. I really love this film. It's very sweet and funny and silly, and I really enjoy that. I love how fun and kind of whimsical a lot of New Wave film is, because they're trying something different and new and rejecting the established ways. So something interesting is bound to come of that. I think the scan on this is also not that good. So I think it really could use like a restoration or a remaster, a new edition. I hope they do bring it back. They recently brought back David Lynch's The Elephant Man, which was previously out of print. So there's hope for this one and other out of print ones, maybe. Maybe I just need to like make a lot of noise about how much I love this movie. And would love to see an updated edition of it. The next thing I have is this, which I also got like online, not new. It's the Essential Jacques Demy, and it has 6 films of his, including Lola, The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, Young Girls of Rochefort and Donkey Skin. The design of this is really cute. I found out from my friend that also has this collection that there's like 2 versions of it, and this is like the compact tiny mini version, and there's a version where the little disc digipack things are thicker, bigger. I'm not sure. I love the unique prints and design work on all of these. It's really gorgeous. This one is the only one of these 6 films that I've yet to see. So I have to watch this one still. This one I really liked. It was very interesting to see him at the beginning of his career, and you start to see his style form, which is really interesting, watching it after having seen most of the other ones. This one is very whimsical and cool. Just like a gorgeous, glittering fairy tale musical. This one's very interesting. It's not my favorite, but I thought it was a very interesting sort of like doomed romantic tragedy drama. Also, I love the design of it with these diamonds, because it's a film about gambling. I think it looks very gorgeous. Kind of like a Harlequin theme, but also this gorgeous like casino in a beautiful location type of vibe. The Umbrellas of Cherbourg is very popular for good reason. It's gorgeous, it's incredible. I love the little raindrops over the umbrella. It's fun. Catherine Deneuve is so incredible. In Donkey Skin as well. She's such an incredible screen presence, I think. You can't help but be enamored by her forever after you've seen your first film of hers. This one is my favorite. The Young Girls of Rochefort. I love the little trumpet heart design. I love this one. I think it's the most optimistic of all of them. The most light-hearted, but it does have like really dark side plots that are briefly mentioned, which is so funny. But I love it very much. And I love the twins. I love their songs. They're so catchy. It's so great. I think this collection is amazing. And it really is like so essential. And I also love that you can see the way his style develops and transforms throughout his work. I think it's fascinating and really cool. Okay. I think the next one that I bought was this. The Grand Budapest Hotel is one of my favorite films of all time. It is so moving to me, and also like lighthearted and gorgeous. And it was one of the first films that made me realize, like, oh, film can be so much. It was this one and Amelie that made me realize that film can be so touching, so special, and so intentional in what is put on screen. This one, the back sheet, I kind of stuck it to the inside case. I love this print, and I love that the disc is designed to look like the hotel's coasters. The materials inside, there is a poster of the design of the box that is double-sided with the inside case on its other side. And then there is also this very cute little concertina that's styled to look like the romantic poetry book, with this sort of ephemera of the film and the poetry that is recited throughout. I love the parts of the design that go back to the sort of physical hotel and the sort of everyday mundane aspects of that. Really gorgeous. The next one I'm going to show is actually, I think, the most recent one I got, because it's another Wes Anderson one. Fantastic Mr. Fox, which I also adore. This was probably my first Wes Anderson, because I did watch it as a child. The art on these can be so gorgeous. I stuck the back piece of paper inside because I don't want to lose the information on it. And this is the disc. Very beautiful illustration. This has just one booklet. The tree on the front and on the back. making of information and writing on the film. Cute. Some of the making of little props and things I have seen in person because I got to go to the Wes Anderson Archives exhibition at the London Design Museum, which was so amazing. I did that around my birthday last year. I loved it. Seeing all the different costumes and props and little design aspects of all of his films was so special. So the next 6 and the final 6 are all the same director. So this year I got really into David Lynch, the works of David Lynch. I've been kind of like intimidated by his work because it's that sort of thing where you know you would like it, so you get kind of scared. Scared to enjoy it, scared to jump in, and also maybe a little overwhelmed with how much there was. But now I'm through it all, and it's like, this was perfect, and I was silly for waiting. So the first one I will show is Mulholland Drive. This was the first David Lynch movie I saw. I saw it in IMAX in January this year, and it was the first film I ever saw in IMAX, because I don't live near an IMAX theatre, so I had to travel to London to the BFI to see it. And it was they had like a program on about David Lynch and celebrating his work. And so I went to see Mulholland Drive, and it was so special. It was everything I could have imagined and more, and I became obsessed with it, of course, because it's perfect. And when I could, I got my hands on the Criterion Blu-ray 4K edition. It's so gorgeous. The design of it is really amazing. I love how when you open this up, it's like you're in the club Silencio. Isn't that cool? And the discs have the key. The booklet I love. One side has Diane and the other side has Camila. And they're connected by this line. It's really gorgeous. And it has the Lynch on Lynch interview. From 2005, related to this film. So gorgeous. The next one, I think this was the next David Lynch film I saw. Blue Velvet. I love Blue Velvet. It is so... oh my gosh. It's like the sort of thesis statement of his work to me, in a way. Of like the woman in trouble and the healing light of love. So special. I like that this is the door. I like the images that they chose. Lost Highway might have been the third one. I'm not sure. I can't really remember. It's all a blur now. I don't love that this one's in the sort of DVD case. It's a little bit normal. But that's okay. This one is mostly images from the film again. Cabin in the back, and different images of the road for the Blu-ray and the 4K. I love Lost Highway. It's so special, and I think it's a very interesting look at like misogyny and like lack of accountability. And being so unwilling and unable to accept that you did something, that you go into another dimension. Eraserhead. This is one of the ones I have that I think is a US Blu-ray, because they didn't have like a UK version. The images are really beautiful. Oh, this is the little director approved sticker. It's a bed. The shavings. Oh. This is the booklet that has like making of photos. I feel like he kind of looks like a young James Spader sometimes in his younger photos. Isn't that funny? I think this film is so interesting, and honestly, much less esoteric or confusing than I expected. Sometimes I think when people say that something is really too abstract, too surreal, too difficult to comprehend, it's kind of just because they refuse to, because it's not really like spoon-fed, but it's I mean, if you try, it's not very difficult. This one has a lot of really cool special features, a lot of extras. There's like 6 shorts and all these different things. It's very cool. Another one that was a Region A Blu-ray, and another one that was much less confusing than I thought it would be. Inland Empire. This one is kind of, it's broken. It's like it's another one that's very much like a thesis statement on his work. It's like an amalgamation of everything that's come before, and also connected to the return of Twin Peaks, which came after. And I feel like it also very interestingly kind of predates the sort of analog horror and liminal horror that is popular now, but it was doing it in 2006. And also the way that the structure of it mimics like web pages and moving between different web pages and windows is so interesting, and very much like of the digital internet age. The last one I have is Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me. It took me a while to get through Twin Peaks because it's hard for me to watch TV shows because they don't end after just 2 hours. But when I did, I loved it, of course, and also I loved Laura so much and I felt so connected to her. And I was honestly surprised to learn that this was not that well received, for being so dark, and also for being about Laura when the mystery of her death had already been solved. But the mystery was not so important, more so than understanding Laura and empathizing with her and feeling her pain. I feel like that was one of the more important parts of Twin Peaks that gets kind of overlooked. So, I think it's good that this movie exists. Inside is the inside of this painting. And we are in the Black Lodge with the blue rose and the angel that disappears. It's chilling. But necessary. Like, of course it's really horrifying and really scary, but it's accurate to the sort of emotional truth of the situation, of the traumatic and horrifying events that Laura was going through. And I think that's why the surrealism of Twin Peaks and Lynch works in general works so well. Is it's not just random images for the sake of being surreal. It's the emotional truth rather than the literal truth. So it feels so special and so honest. And also, by the time I had finished season 2, I kind of missed Laura, because it felt like we moved away from her a lot, and moved on from her because the murder was solved, but the pain didn't feel resolved. So I really appreciated the film after that time. And I also started reading her diary, and that was very harrowing. Yeah. So this is my personal Criterion collection. And I really love it. I really love everything that's in here. And there's definitely more that I want to get at some point. I want to get some Del Toro films. I want to get some more. I want to get some of my favorite female-directed films as well. And there's so many films that have, like, behind-the-scenes processes I'm really fascinated by. So I would like to get those so I could see the features and things. Yeah. So, thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely time.